You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Jamie Stewart. Nearly 2 months past deadline, New York State budget has finally been approved. Governor Hochul signed the roughly $268 billion spending plan last night. Here's some of what it could mean for you. State income tax rates won't increase. If you're a service worker, you won't have to pay taxes on up to $25,000 in tips. And tuition is frozen for SUNY students. Only in Newsday, a member of Bruce Blakeman's armed deputy program has been arrested at JFK. According to authorities and Newsday sources, Gaetano Guy Savia allegedly tried to bring a loaded gun through security on his way to Syracuse yesterday. Blakeman began recruiting and training armed citizen volunteers in 2024 to help police in case of emergencies. And a Cedarhurst man is now charged in a deadly Woodmere crash from March. Police say Michael Kreinler collided with Brian Romero Flores while making a left onto Branch Boulevard. Kreinler was killed. Flores is facing manslaughter and reckless driving charges. And for more than a year, Newsday has been investigating Long Island's dangerous roads. See the results and how we can make things safer on Newsday.com. Only in Newsday, the Roosevelt School District has certified the results of its school budget vote. It's the last district that passed its $151 million pending plan last week to do so. School officials say the results were delayed due to a high number of affidavit ballots. And Shake Shack is opening 4 more locations, including its first on the East End. That restaurant at the Tanger Outlets in Riverhead opens next month. The others are coming to Valley Stream, East Meadow, and Comac by the end of next year. Bass Pro Shops wants to build its first store in the metropolitan area right here on Long Island. The site is at the former Sears Auto Repair Center in Hicksville. If approved, it would feature an indoor aquarium, taxidermy displays, and merchandise for hunting, fishing, boating, and camping. Oh my!
Bass Pro Shops. Something to behold when you walk in that store. Like, I think you said it off camera before. Overwhelming almost.
Sensory overload.
Yeah.
And maybe decent camping weather this weekend, but on the cool side a little bit.
Feeling more like early spring, Jamie, than late spring. And we're getting set to head into June here. It's not going to feel like it at all this weekend. You'll need extra sweatshirts if you're going to be outside during the day on Saturday. Not a terrible day if you have outdoor plans. You don't want to cancel them, but we're going to get you prepared for this forecast. First, let's take a look out at the beautiful South Ferry. Heading over to Shelter Island this morning, the water super calm. If you have boating plans today, all systems go. If you have boating plans tomorrow, we're going to probably want to put a pin in that because it is going to turn windy. We're going to see some wave action. Actually, there's a gale watch east of Montauk in the Twin Forks. So the water's going to be choppy tomorrow, and it's because of the wind picking up. So here are 3 things you need to know. Great end to the work week today. Not a great start to the weekend tomorrow. Windy and chilly. Overall cool and unsettled as we head into next week, and I'll explain why that is. But a beautiful day today. Mid-70s out there. Low humidity. Plenty of sunshine. We will start to see clouds picking up as we go throughout the day. Here is that weekend forecast. Big difference in the numbers. 61 tomorrow. There are going to be spots, especially eastern Long Island, that are not going to get out of the 50s tomorrow afternoon. And then you factor in that blustery north wind. It is going to be feeling really chilly out there at times. Sunday feels much better, closer to seasonable, 73, with plenty of sunshine and some late day clouds. Here is the setup. Here's the pattern that we are locked into right now, and it is called an omega block. And it kind of, you trace the jet stream, looks like the Greek letter omega. High pressure kind of punches up through the center of the country here into central Canada, and then it allows all these little waves of low pressure to shoot down across the northeast, and we get grazed by them sometimes. Now, New England is going to get it worse tomorrow. Make no mistake about that. It is going to be a raw day for them because they'll be dealing with that rain. Fortunately, we're not looking at much in the way of rain, but here is that low, and you can see heading right for New England. We'll track it out for you here on Futurecast, and you can see most of that rain moves east of the area. I can't rule out a stray sprinkle tonight into early tomorrow for parts of the island. Did you see that? It happened quickly, but there was some blue that went down through the Berkshires and the Green Mountains in Vermont here into maybe over towards the Worcester area in Massachusetts. There is going to be some high elevation snow. That's how chilly the air that this low is yanking down from all the way up into Canada. We get much better again on Sunday, and then you can see some more clouds coming in late Sunday into Sunday night, and there could be some showers to start off the work week. Take a look at these winds. You can see them picking up as we head into tonight, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. Now those are gusts. We're actually going to see 20 to 30 mile per hour sustained winds as we go into tomorrow, and the gusts will be even higher into the 35, 40, 45 mile per hour range. They will increase as you head further east. Look at the Twin Forks here. This is why we have that gale watch out there with the wind gusting close to 50 miles per hour. The only good news I would say here is that they taper down quickly Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. A big difference in the feel when you lose that wind. Mostly sunny today. Some clouds building in late, 70 or so out east to around 75 degrees as you head west across the island. Tonight we're going to be seeing partly to mostly cloudy skies and temperatures into the 40s. Very cool night out there. You certainly don't need the AC in the coming days. Wind kicking in tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, 50s out east to low 60s, getting into western Suffolk and Nassau. Again, it feels chillier at times. Clouds building late on Sunday, otherwise a much better day. Monday, we could see a couple of showers later in the day, and then into Tuesday as well. You look at the numbers, we're barely getting back to 70 degrees. It'll be feeling much more June-like, though, as we head towards the end of next week.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
All right, thanks a lot, Jeff. Only in Newsday, an acclaimed actor is helping Long Island students learn the history of 9/11.
And we want our young people who were not born at that time to know the significance of that event and how the country came together after. That's important.
Actor and activist Gary Sinise brought Wantagh students to the 9/11 Museum in Manhattan, and he's helping create a lasting tribute to the towers outside the high school. He spoke to our Macy Eglin about why lessons like this go beyond the classroom.
The Wantagh Union Free School District is keeping the memory of the lives lost on 9/11 alive with help from the Gary Sinise Foundation. The foundation honors our military veterans, first responders, and their families. Gary Sinise is joining us now. Your foundation partnered with Wantagh High School to start a 9/11 Memorial 5K, which we've now learned, Gary, has raised about $150,000. That'll be used for scholarships, field trips to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, and a commemorative statue in front of the school. Just impressive numbers there. Gary, tell us why this work has been so important to you, educating these younger generations about 9/11.
Well, thank you for having me. It's critically important that we provide these opportunities for young people to learn what it takes to keep us free. We have men and women that are out there on the front line all the time. If you don't have a personal relationship with somebody who's serving, you may feel somewhat disconnected to our military.
Wantagh has really embraced this, but talk to me about the students you've seen. What are they saying about the 9/11 Memorial and Museum when they see it and hear these stories from real people who survived the tragedy, responded to the tragedy? How are they responding, these students?
Many of them, of course, have heard about what happened. They may have seen some of the footage on television or something like that. They may have met somebody who actually was there. But Wantagh is making a specific effort here to make sure that those students never forget. They're going to build a memorial there to honor those who were lost on that terrible day and honor the first responders and all of that. When they go through the museum, it's a real eye-opener. It's unlike anything you can imagine. When you watch television, see some of the footage, that's one thing. But when you walk through that museum, it's very, very powerful. It's eye-opening. It's educational. It's impactful. And something that they will never forget.
And the work these Wantagh kids have done as well, raising the money, they certainly are committed to remembering 9/11 and sharing those stories. And Gary, thank you for your work on this and for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you can read more about Wantagh High School and the Gary Sinise Foundation on our website, Newsday.com.
Feed Me is brought to you by GL Homes, a reputation built on quality and trust since 1976.
That museum is something everyone should visit. All right, eat like a kid again. Food writer Melissa Azafefa takes on the adult Happy Meal trend in this week's Feed Me.
So we've seen the adult Happy Meal trend all over social media, and we came here to Angie's in Manhasset to try their twist on that trend. Let's go.
At Angie's, the idea of a Happy Meal isn't just for kids anymore. It's been reimagined with a sophisticated twist. And at other spots on Long Island, you might even find yourself getting a toy as well.
The 40, 50-year-olds are going crazy for it. It's the martinis. Nothing better than a burger and a martini, honestly.
So let's check out this delicious burger. You get a yummy pickle, and the burger apparently has Angie's sauce. It's a double patty, and look at the caviar on these fries. It looks so fresh and delicious. The burger is terrific. The Angie's sauce is almost sweet, and it's got so many onions, which give it such a nice flavor and kick. Along with the Happy Meal, the adult twist, they have an espresso martini. You could get the martini made your way, and you could have one of two delicious mocktails that they have on the menu. So cheers!
Of course, I had to have my sweet treat.
There are also other spots on Long Island that you can find the adult Happy Meal: Courtside, Sport and Social in Babylon, and Millie's Smash Bar in Patchogue.
For Newsday TV, I'm Melissa Azafefa.
That looks like a great idea and very delicious. All right, you can read more about Angie's and find more places to score adult Happy Meals on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And you can see more on these stories on Newsday.com. And remember to watch us streaming anytime on Local Now, YouTube, and the other services you see here. I'm Jamie Stewart, here with meteorologist Jeff Banson. More local news and your hyper-local forecast coming up on Newsday TV.
Newsday is your source for total coverage of high school sports on Long Island, from the field to the court, with the kind of in-depth analysis you can only get from Newsday. Now streaming on Newsday TV.